I've got a new plushie announced. More Starfleet Academy castmates are coming to the crew, and some Emmy nominations. This is the Star Trek Void, where I try to fill in the gaps between episodes with some news, some information, and hopefully a little bit of entertainment. And it's kind of a mishmash where I do start off with some birthdays because there's a lot of birthdays in the Star Trek universe. And we're going to start with a post by StarTrekMovie.com. In fact, I do believe all of them are this time. Happy birthday to the real Paul Stamets, a mycologist who served as the inspiration for Star Trek Discovery's fictional one, as well as for the Spore Drive itself. That's a cool picture. Those are neat mushrooms. Happy birthday, Paul Stamets. And a very happy birthday to Benedict Cumberbatch. Happy genetically enhanced birthday to Benedict Cumberbatch, who played John Harrison in Star Trek Into Darkness. Doctor Strange, The Avengers, Sherlock, if you're not aware of it, there he is. Ought to be pretty familiar, no matter what kind of fan you are. And a happy birthday to Eugene Cordero, who voices Ensign Samantha Rutherford and Winger Bingston Jr. on Star Trek Lower Decks, Central Park, and The Good Place. Oh, The Good Place. That's why. Okay. My husband and I really liked The Good Place. So, very happy birthday, Eugene. And my daughter adores Rutherford, so do I. And wishing a happy birthday to Lee Ehrenberg, who played 5 different roles across 4 Star Trek series. 2 of his characters even had the same name, which despite being different species. Which was your favorite? Okay, yeah, so we've got, who do we got? We've got a Growl, we've got a Growl and a Growl, yeah. All right, so this is what our gentleman looks like. Believe it or not, once upon a time, Grumpy, yeah. Growl on DS9, Proc on TNG, Bach on TNG, Pelk on Voyager, and again, Growl, though a completely different one, on Enterprise. He's a busy guy. And a happy birthday to Margot Rose. Most fans remember her best as Aline in the Star Trek TNG episode The Inner Light, Picard's wife, The Inner Light, and she was also Kapar Rin in Star Trek DS9's Hard Time Star Trek. Star Trek On Plus shared a couple of images behind the scenes here from Discovery. Serotonin boost. Here's a photo dump of Saru and Linus being adorable space buddies. Which other Star Trek characters do you think would be good friends? And this is hashtagging Star Trek Discovery. And yes, they do look like good friends. Don't they? That's a great picture. Let me think. Who would be great friends that we don't see on screen being great friends? Who hangs out and does fun things? Okay, now I think Riker probably hung out a lot with Wesley to try to give him advice, even though they played Wesley getting advice from other people. I really think he tried to do that more. Although they did have one scene with Whoopi where, Guinan, of course, where they're trying to give advice on how to be romantical or woo a gal. I don't know. Which ones do you think here? We got some great pictures of these two, and I really do enjoy them. But I'm kind of baffled. I'm not sure who would be good friends that we don't actually see being good friends. Do you think maybe Quark off camera gets together with Worf? No, probably not. Ooh, I know. Samantha on Voyager. Samantha Wildman. I bet you she got together and hung out with B'Elanna Torres from time to time and just chatted about how ridiculous some people are because I don't know. Think of somebody, I don't know. But it's images like this that make me think, well, aren't they all good friends? They're all good friends offset. Shouldn't they all be friends on set? This is shared by Rashid Trek. Great guy to follow. Always updating with pictures. Goes to conventions a lot. This one is just a glorious selfie of glorious people. Obviously, I don't think that Rashid would take this because none of these people are Rashid. But we've got a good portion of the crew. My favorite security officer, one of my favorite nurses, my second favorite Uhura. I do love Erica Ortega as Melissa is fun, and Ethan Peck is done a spectacular job as Spock. I cannot say enough good things about him. And then another friendly share from our cast members. This one is It's Will Wheaton, of course. Will Wheaton, Wesley Crusher, who has done a fantastic job on Prodigy. If you've not seen Prodigy, go watch it just for his performance because it was great. It was great. Will Wheaton just says he's working. We've got Jay Pickens on here. I love the Ready Room. Love it. Yeah, I do enjoy the Ready Room. I try not to watch too many of the YouTube Star Trek channels too religiously because I don't want to copy them. This is a weird channel all on its own, and I don't want to accidentally do stuff other people are doing. Does that make sense? And then another share about one of our cast members. This one is Josh Horowitz sharing stunning revelations. Tom Cruise is Jack Quaid's dad. Jack Cruise, not Jack. Someone's confused here. Relatedly, I really need to start doing better research. That makes more sense. So there was a Happy, Sad, Confused featuring Jack Quaid. Let's see what little soundbite they included for us.
Jack comes from Hollywood royalty. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman are your parents. Is that right?
Those are my parents, not anyone else.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't check Wikipedia. I forgot to do my research.
Good.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't need to check Wikipedia. It's fine. It's all lies
His last name is Quaid.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a hell of a story, though. I mean, Dennis and Meg are great, but Tom and Nicole, that would be really special.
But secretly, it's Tom and Nicole who are my parents. That's huge.
Yeah. Have you ever met Tom Cruise? Simon's a friend. Simon Peck has to make that introduction for you.
Okay, yeah.
He's got it, man. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm good with Simon Pegg, man. The fact that I know him is like still the greatest like aspect of my life. But no, I know I've never met. I don't think I've ever met either Tom Cruise or Nicole Kidman. But they're my parents, and I got to sign them. So
yes,
that's my journey.
All right, that was pretty silly. I'll put the link below to the full one if I can find it. We're going to move on to Clone Star Podcast because new episode alert. In this special episode, Mike is joined by Captain Goodwin, Aaron McNamara, writers, producers, and Jason Meyer, CG supervising director, to discuss Prodigy Season 2. Another fun thing you can listen to. So if you've really enjoyed Prodigy, like I said, go watch it for Will Wheaton, if for no other reason, but it really was a really great story. And how did they make it? What did they do? Here's a place to find out. Go ahead and check out this and learn more. On 10 Forward, it says, join Mike Overton with Jason Meyer, Aaron McNamara, and Michael Adam Goodwill. Yeah, good place to learn a little bit more about our show because it's been really good. Now, a quick plug before I get on to more of the newsy news part of this little update here. One, if you go to Star Trek Las Vegas, make sure you stop by the Letters for Legacy table and support either and or all of the above. Prodigy's 3rd season, Star Trek Lower Decks 6th season, and the creation of Star Trek Legacy, which is our main mission, but we're here to support all of our Star Trek dreamers. And in that vein, also double check, have you checked out Todd Stashwick's Kickstarter for his Prodcore fantasy, Age of Fear? It's a game, and I'm probably saying it wrong, but if you enjoy our actors, and they give us a huge amount of entertainment, every now and then they do a project of their own and ask for our support. With that said, go check out Todd Stashwick's Prodcore page. Support him however you can. They take small donations, large donations, anything above $20, you're getting something good out of it. Something is being offered. They will not do this project if it is not fully funded, and we are, as of today, I believe, down to 9 more days. So go check that out as well if you want to support our Star Trek folks because they're doing some cool stuff. And we continue to get more Star Trek content coming to us soon. With that, we get more cast members. These are some of our newest cast members joining our Star Trek family. This is shared by Star Trek Central. Breaking new Star Trek Starfleet Academy cast members, Kareem Diane. I apologize, I'm terrible with last names. And Zoe Steiner, I'm hoping that I get that one right. The pair will play Starfleet cadets in the upcoming series. Not a shock considering they are fairly young faces. Welcome to the group, and thanks so much for joining our little family of Star Trek cast members, crew, and crazy obsessed fans. This Trek movie article title says it all for us. Star Trek Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks nominated for Emmy Awards. Posted recently, July 17th, we have, I'm going to read the purpley bit. Star Trek sounds good to the Emmys. Star Trek picked up 2 nominations for sound editing, both of which are part of the Creative Arts Emmy Awards. Star Trek Strange New Worlds was nominated for Outstanding Sound Editing for a comedy or drama series, 1 hour, for the episode Hegemony. And I still don't think I'm saying it right. It's okay. It is competing with Avatar, The Last Airbender, Fallout, Shogun, and Three Body Problem. Ooh, I really enjoyed Three Body Problem. And we can see the full list of names of the Strange New Worlds team who were nominated right there. Sounds editors, Foley editor, Foley artist, a supervising sound editor, really great stuff, dialogue editor. I don't know what all goes into this, and so I am just really excited that the people who do understand can recognize the great achievements made by these people who are behind the cameras and, give us this great show. And of course, scrolling down, we get the list of the Lower Decks nominations. So a sound editor, a dialogue editor again, sound effects. And I would think, I don't know which one would be more difficult. Probably more control with the animated series because everything is done in sound booths and added later. Whereas on Strange New Worlds, you're on a sound stage, so all sounds are picked up. And I don't know which one would be harder. Do you have any idea which one would be more difficult? I would think they would both have their own challenges actually, because one is separate and the other one does have filming all going on at the same time. And either way, congratulations on the nominations. This is fantastic. And that leaves me with one more bit of news, sort of news. It's information you're going to want, especially if you really like Badgey. Because Master Replicas is offering Badgey, Star Trek Lower Decks Badgey plush 10-inch pre-order $24.99. I'm not here to sell for them. I just want people to know they can get their own Badgey. He's a very popular character on Lower Decks. You know how I know he's popular? I ordered my Badgey Funko Pop months and months ago. Every other one of my Lower Decks characters is here under my desk waiting to be deployed on the wall. But we're waiting for Badgey, and they're not going to get here until after I get back from Las Vegas. So eventually you'll see Badgey back here along with the rest of the Lower Decks crew, but not until he arrives. Hopefully the delivery on this will be quicker, though this is pre-order. So check out Badgey if you can, and of course the links for everything you see on this will be below. And that is all I have for today for Star Trek. Yeah, there'll be another one coming up in a day or two, and I'll have more information because I do believe that I saw something very newsworthy. Well, at least legacy newsworthy to me. Some discussions going on about it, and I'd like to share that. Plus, there's always more pictures because it's Star Trek, and there's tons of people, and they always share pictures, and it's really awesome. And I still need another artist for the week, too. So I will be back with another update. Please let me know if you enjoyed this update. Give the video if you like. If you did, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the format of these updates, because this is how I do them. And don't forget to hit that notifications bell so you'll know when the next video comes out. As always, a special thanks to my patrons and members. You are a small crew, but you are mighty and have really been helpful to me this year. So thank you so much for your support. And if you didn't get enough Star Trek information or want to see what else I've chat about on this channel, please go check out any of my other videos. It'll be easy to tell which ones are about Star Trek. And when you do, I'll see you there.